hello everyone. I'm gonna be speaking English. My Hebrew is not good enough yet. I came back from Germany 6 years. I'm trying, but it's not easy thing. So first, I will introduce myself, and then I will give the mic to introduce. I'm gonna be translating her Arabic into English. My name is Tareq. I'm an architect and urban planner. But I found out that we need to do roofs in Mizrach Khair. It's a main issue. Today we will be talking about, I call it placemaking on the roof because it's a placemaking, and we couldn't do it like a sabbak or a contractor. So, Dalal.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Best.
Good morning. Okay. دلال ماهر قاسم من القدس. العمر 51 سنة. أنا من أعضاء مركز سنسلة. تفضل.
Dalal, do you hear me, guys? Okay. Dalal Qasem, she's from Jerusalem, Al-Quds, 51 years old, and she's one of the core group of building Sinsila, مركز Sinsila, that you will see now.
بحب أول شيء أني أحكي عن تجربتي بالاشتراك بدورة النحل عن طريق أستاذي يوسي، وأنا شاركت في الدورة. كانت كتير تجربة حلوة، إنه كيف نتعامل مع النحل وإنه نكون مربيات نحل. أنا واحدة من ضمن 15 سيدة.
She's going to speak about her experience later about when she studied beehives and bees with Yossi Oud, is the supervisor and the expert, and she's one of 15 women beekeeper that they got this course 2 years ago.
كانت تجربة كتير حلوة، وأنا كتير بنصح سيدات إني إحنا سيدات كيف إحنا نربي نحل. المعروف إنه الرجال هم اللي بربوا نحل وبتعاملوا بالنحل، لأنه السيدات تقريباً إضعاف شوية بخافوا. فكانت التجربة كتير حلوة إنه تتعامل مع النحل، إنها النحل مفيد للطبيعة ومفيد لحياتنا، مفيد لصحتنا من خلال العسل.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm sorry. So she's encouraging women in East Jerusalem to learn and to become a beekeeper because in the beginning she was afraid of working with bees, and after that she fell in love with it. And and the bees are like very important for the environment and the life.
وهيك أنا هلأ مربية نحل، وصار في استمرارية بيني وبين مركز سنسلة. كملت بورشات زراعية، ورشة زراعية المائية والزراعة الترابية، ولحد ما وصلنا للتعاونية النسائية. وهذه
She continued after she took the course of the beehives with other courses that when we established Sinsila Center. So she took the whole cycle of all the courses after the bees, and now she's one of the main member of the woman cooperative that just established. And it might be the first one. I'm not really sure, but the first woman cooperative in East Jerusalem. So she's going to continue. She will talk more about the woman cooperative when we get to this. Okay, this is East Jerusalem. I'm not surprised, right? By the way, this is in Abu Tur. I'm Takhnain, so I'm part of like master planning process in East Jerusalem, and I'm telling you from now, it's not impossible. It's almost impossible. You have to do binui a lot. And we have a lot of issues. I'm not going to talk about it. But I see that's why I end up working on roofs as well. And while I'm doing other things, of course, the long term, which is the big master planning. But this is really and when I was young, really, we had the opportunities to run all over the mountains. There was no, there was a vacant land. I grew up in Jerusalem, in East Jerusalem, Ras Al Amoud neighborhood. Next, please. But there is no public open spaces, there is a decrease of green elements, and many other things. I'm not going to talk about it. It's not my business as well. But can you go back? I'm sorry. Yeah, but if we do a lot of, I call it placemaking on the roof, by the way, Dana. Because imagine if we have 100 of roofs of East Jerusalem, we will try to fill the gap of the lack of public open spaces. Even though it's on semi-public open spaces. Imagining schools, matnasim, all those, you will have like green roofs. And the most challenged green roof, it's going to be on the private scale, which we reached to this point, by the way, in Sinsilah Center after 2 years. Okay? So how we started? We started with Yossi Oud. He's the star. He is. We started with a woman beekeeper in East Jerusalem, 15 women beekeeper, and you see her like 7 years old, 22 years old. And next, this is Dalal. You see her? It's on the left a little bit. So we started with bees. Do you imagine why 100 women, they applied for to become a beekeeper in 2 weeks? It's an economic project for them. 75% unemployment rate in 2019. With the corona right now, let's say 85, maybe 90? I'm not really sure, in women's sector in East Jerusalem. So, and we took it. Economic, okay, let's have the economic, but we have other objectives, which is roof gardening, inspiration, education, empowerment as well. Next, please. So now we do have a beehives map in East Jerusalem. Next, please. I will make it fast a little bit. And then after the beehives, we finished with Yossi. He was supervising. We said, okay, we need to do something. We need to create Muslala version in East Jerusalem that will be adapted within the urban context of East Jerusalem. The conflict, a lot of issues, believe me. I did my thesis about Jerusalem, and after that I got really sad. So when you know a lot, it's bad sometimes. Next, please. So we needed to create an inspirational, educational, and employment opportunities for East Jerusalem, mainly women. Usually, many people ask me about why women. Maybe I will try to explain it. But so beehives, then we did the roof gardening, like the lad, she took all the cycle. After that, please. And every time we were building something, that's why it's placemaking. We built Sinsilah Center through courses with community, and every time we were adding more people. Next, please. Urban farming with the corona. We used the potential of the corona. We used the positive things of the corona. People, they used to go on the roof and walk in East Jerusalem because there is no sidewalks. Not almost, like let's say 90% there is no sidewalks in East Jerusalem neighborhoods. So they need to walk on the roofs. Beeswax products, art workshops for the space. And with the help of Muslala, we have 3 languages website. Believe me, it's headache. East Jerusalem, it's headache. You have to work within the line all the time with the normalization issues and it's not easy. So sometimes you will see the logo of Merkaz Sinsilah with Hebrew language, and sometimes you see only with Arabic and English. It's dancing, really, it's a dancing game. Next, please. And then in May 2020, which is let's say the first lockdown of Corona, somehow, yes. We received those pictures of Sinsilah woman WhatsApp group, Sinsilah community WhatsApp group. This is Abu Tur roof, one of the woman beekeeper, Zahie. I witnessed this roof, me and Yossi and Matan. Matan, he was actually with us distributing the beehives at night, believe it. Giving, it's easy to say, but implement it, it's not easy. To drive me and Yossi in Isawiya and Ras Al Amoud and all this. And there was no single chair in this roof. And we just give her the beehives. And then we give her tools, inspiration, education. Next, please. This is in Dalal Marbeset, the balcony, the terrace of Dalal. She sent it. I just stole them, by the way, from WhatsApp. Next, please. This is in Kufr Ajab. I call it Kufr Ajab. You know what does it mean, Kufr Ajab? It's Kufr Aqab, actually. Ajab, it means like a weird area. But it's Kufr Aqab. It's outside the separation wall, inside the municipal border. To receive this picture, believe me, it's a huge impact. Okay, so till April, what we did is direct number of beneficiaries, 90 participants. Indirect, it's a lot. I don't believe in numbers, but donors, they love numbers. 5 community roof gardens in East Jerusalem was established by the community. 5 women sold honey in 2020. 3 women of our group got hired to teach Kayamut, sustainability, in schools in East Jerusalem, without any certificate or... Do you imagine this? And we built Sinsila through that, the journey, because everything was through courses. Next, please. Okay, now Sinsila, next. Just, I'm gonna give you a few pictures. Opening in April. The establishment of the woman cooperative, I will let Dalal talk about it later. The beehive terrace, the opening. Right now, what we do, we have a roof festival in East Jerusalem. You're more than welcome to come, but actually it's more like targeting East Jerusalemites with something out of the box. We need to think out of the box, otherwise it's haram, waste of time and money as well. Next, please. We tried to find the nature in East Jerusalem by the community, for 3 months waiting for those pictures to receive by the community. What do you have in your neighbor? Send us. And then we collected a huge database, and we found out that there is no database about nature in East Jerusalem. So now we do have an interactive wall gallery called Let's Find Nature in East Jerusalem. Next, please. We hosted workshops, lectures, like tours and everything now there. A lot of schools that want to come. It's really blooming in Sinsila because I think it's out of the box, and at the same time we use the methodology of design thinking to find the real problem, and let's try to find the real solutions. Because if you couldn't find the real problem, believe me, your chance to get the right solution is very, very low. It's going to be a chance. Next, please. And we're building another youth roof center in the Merkaz. Next. And now I will let Dalal talk about the woman cooperative. تفضلي.
حابة أحكي عن مشروعنا الجديد، هو التعاونية النسائية. حالياً إحنا بنتكون من 3 نساء، وهذا التعاونية النسائية كمان في مركز سنسلة بالقدس. إحنا اشتغلنا عليه لتحسين وضع المستوى المرأة في القدس.
Okay, she's gonna talk about the woman cooperative. There are 3 women. They were selected by the woman. They did some kind of democracy. It might be the first democracy voting process in East Jerusalem. Actually, someone asked me this question last time, but it's a different topic. But now they have been working for 4 months on establishing the woman cooperative.
أول إشي هذا حلم إحنا بنحلم فيه، إنه نحسن وضع المرأة العاطلة عن العمل، القاعدة بالبيت، تربي الأولاد، تشتغل، تستنى العزومة.
Okay, their vision is to empower women, to give them the opportunities for employment, and to give them hope.
طبعاً هذا رح يكون بالتعاون مع النساء من خلال عمل ورشات، من خلال إنه نعمل حلويات، وإنه نشتغل ونقدم الورشات. كل واحدة عندها هاند ميد، إنه شغل بإيدها تقدر تشتغله، تعطي. هذا رح يفيدها ويفيد المجتمع.
It will include this woman cooperative like multi aspects, like workshops for women to empower them, and even though like to help them to sell their products, handmade products in the future, and at the same time honey.
طبعا احنا كمان انه من خلال النحل إحنا عملنا قطفنا العسل وإحنا حالياً بنقدر نبيعه لأنه العسل عندنا طبيعي 100% بدون سكر وبنقدر نستعمل كمان شمع النحل إنه نستغله في عمل الكريمات عمل الشمع.
After they harvesting the honey, now they are producing honey, and it will be under the umbrella of the woman cooperative. And at the same time, they will be using the wax that will, after they take the honey, it can be produced products like cream and etc.
وطبقنا امبارح ورشة عمل شمع مع أستاذنا يوسي وكل الشكر والاحترام إله.
And yesterday they did another training with Yossi Oud about how to produce products from the wax. And all the thanks for Yossi. She's saying that, and me too as well.
هيك تمام؟
تمام.
كيف بدك تحكي أي شيء تنهي فيه؟
بقدم الشكر كله فعلا للمهندس طارق وبقدم شكري كتير ليوسي إنه إحنا اتعاملنا حسينا إنه النحلة كتير كائن لطيف نقدر نتعامل معاه وعائلتي صارت تحب النحل بنفس الوقت طاقم سنسلة أنا بعتز فيه وبفتخر إنه هذا بيتي التاني وشكرا لكم كتير وأنا سعيدة بوجودي معكم.
Okay, she's thanking Yossi a lot, and she's thanking everyone here, and she's thanking that the bees, because now she fall in love with bees, and her family fall in love with bees. They used to be afraid, and thank you all for hearing her words. Okay, very quick. Employment, inspiration, education. This is a very, it's a puzzle. It's an integrated thing. So you can do a lot of things and just connect it to each other. Right now, in the future, we will have Sinsila 2, maybe 3 and 4. And next year, we're having another Sinsila, and it's going to be huge. It's a new idea. It's not we work. It's going to be maybe East work. Still. Next, please. That's it? There is no other, right? Okay, I have to finish this because I want this slide, but they took it off. I don't know why. What we need in East Jerusalem, I'm going to call it East, action. Because when we do have action, hope will follow. Otherwise, haram. Thank you.